Hello everyone! We would like to present you our projects on the theory of management. So, let's start!
Lyandau's business model of Magnet. Owner: Lyandau, Chairman of the Board, President and CEO. Partners: Magnet has a developed partnership network and work with M-Video, Pandora, Sokolov, Sportmaster and other ones. It offers from 2 to 20% bonuses for Magnet card for buyers of production of these shops. Competitors: the retailer Magnet in the first quarter of 2020 increased the sales of comparable stores by 7.8%. In addition, at the beginning of the year, for the first time in 5 years, the retailer surpassed its main competitor, X5 Retail Group, in terms of revenue growth. Suppliers: the company offers different types of goods, that is why it has a lot of suppliers. Magnet published an order on the mandatory application of the Code of the Good Practices in relations with food suppliers. The corresponding document is published on the official website of the company. Clients: at the center of the Magnet concept is the buyer and his interests. At the center of the demanding customer who wants not only low prices and promotions but also high-quality goods and more services. The emotional component is also important for him. Magnet is a cross-format company. It offers small purchases of groceries at home, large purchases at Magnet family stores and beauty and health products at Magnet cosmetics and pharmacies. According to strategy, the company wants to achievely offer additional services and work with 65-70% of the consumer's wallet.
Business partners. Volkswagen has an enormous amount of partners all over the world and gives their business partners special prices for a bunch of models of their cars, including WV, Beetle, CC, GTI, Golf, Jetta, Passat, Sportwagen, Tiguan, and Touareg.
On this slide, you can see our push value chain of selling. The first step is getting space or resources for creating our product. Secondly, the creation process. Afterwards, it is designing sets. Next steps are delivering all of the goods to the warehouse and from the warehouse to the shop. The final step is selling products and sets of products to the customers.
My company is Microsoft, and now I'm going to tell you about its core values. Innovation. Microsoft believes technology can and should be forced for good, and that meaningful innovation can and will contribute to a brighter world in big and small ways. Talking about diversity and inclusion, they thrive on diverse voices. Their company engage our employees and customers, experiences, strengths, and different points of view to inform, challenge, and stretch our thinking. This is how Microsoft innovates. If we take corporate social responsibility, they believe technology is a powerful force for good, and Microsoft are working to foster a sustainable future where everyone has access to benefits and opportunities created by technology. Trustworthy computing. Check out how Microsoft delivers secure, private, and reliable computing experience based on sound business practices. Responding to COVID-19 together. As the world responds to the outbreak of COVID-19, they're working to do their part by ensuring the safety of their employees, striving to protect the health and well-being of the communities in which Microsoft operates, and providing technology tips and resources to their customers.
On this slide, you can see the possible locations of our bakery shops. We took into account the places where our target audience usually spends their time, and these places are with a large crowd of people. So there are locations near schools and universities, streets with high traffic, buildings near the metro station, large residential complexes, locations near the shopping centers, food corners at the train station and in the airport.
So here on this slide you can see the main source of revenue of our company. So first of all, in the first column you can see the types of work. Firstly, integrated development. Secondly, cooperation with the CRI. Thirdly, techno-economic study of investment projects, and so on. In the second column, you can see the price per project depending on complexity. So it can be from 150,000 rubles to 8 million rubles. And the total revenue per year can be from 35 to 45 million rubles per year.
Now you see all the revenue of our collaborative studio. The first one is Express Design. It is really interesting because it is a new era in design sphere. It is fully made by the artificial intelligence and it is optimized. The third one point is creating nearly all the revenue of the studio because it is main their aims to create site designs and logo. They are working, they are making the sales higher and they are really good.
Influence and profit. Market share is a percentage of market defined in terms of either units or revenue accounted for by a specific entity. Marketers need to be able to translate and incorporate sales targets into market share because this will demonstrate whether forecasts are being attended by growing with the market or by capturing share from competitors. The brighter and gorgeous brand image, the more customers will pay attention to it. During competition, bigger companies can mount in lower prices to bankrupt small ones. In industry, product lifecycle management is a process of managing the entire lifecycle of a product from inception, through engineering, design and manufacture to service and disposal of manufactured products. Economic growth is increasing quantity of goods and services produced in economy during a period of time. In finance, an exchange rate is a rate at which one currency will be exchanged for another. It also regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another currency. Cost of production refers to the total cost incurred by a business to produce a specific quantity of product or offer a service. This may include things such as labor, raw materials, or suppliers.
I made calculations based on this data. Average check is equal to 142,000 rubles. This is the revenue divided by the number of orders. Net profit is equal to 250,000 rubles. Capital cost analysis is the amount spent on the acquisition of fixed assets. If we look at the balance sheet, nothing new has been acquired for the year, a decrease in value compared to last year due to depreciation.
Corporate strategy is the most essential and broad-ranging strategy level within organizational strategy. The corporate strategy level concerns itself with the entirety of the organizational on a more or less abstract level, where decisions are made with regard to the overall growth and direction of a company. In more concrete terms, the main components of corporate strategy are visioning, objective setting, allocation of resources, strategic trade-offs. Visioning involves setting the high-level direction of the organization, namely the vision, mission, and potentially corporate values. Objective setting involves developing the visioning aspects created and turning them into a series of high-level objectives for a company, typically spanning 3 or 5 years in length. Allocation of resources refers to decisions which concern the most efficient allocation of human and capital resources in the context of stated goals and aims. Strategic trade-offs are the core of corporate strategy planning. It is not always possible to take advantage of all feasible opportunities. In addition, business decisions almost always entail a degree of risk. Corporate-level decisions need to take these factors into account in arriving at the optimal strategic mix. So, talking about finances, we take into account losses, profits, and the number of sales. Business process includes work of professional designers and marketers which improve main websites and revamp the interesting strategy. Learning and growth process is a process of discovering new technologies for the company.
As you know, every successful company should have its own vision, mission, and goal. So, Magnit is a large retail chain that offers quality and affordable goods. That is why the main goal of Magnit is to become a favorite store for any Russian family. As for mission, The company works to improve the well-being of customers and to take care of company's resources and technology. You can see that the core priorities of the Magnet are their customers, strengthening of the competitive advantages, and creating a platform for growth.
The main aim of this table is to present our corporate mission. Our organization provides wearable desserts and drinks. You can find there everything you want. Our target clients are tourists, students, people working near the bakeries, families, and elderly people. The technology of making goods include the using of latest cooking technologies, healthy fresh products, and modern decoration of desserts. Our competitive advantages are high quality of desserts, convenient location, low prices, and many items in the menu. The philosophy of our organization, our motto is to make the client well-fed and contented. When purchasing their products in our bakery, the client receives high-quality service, tasty meal, and good mood.
Setting goals is one of the fundamentals of company's success. Goals are powerful. They can focus attention on achieving desirable outcomes. In business, one desirable outcome would be profitability. For example, our company's goal is to form a portfolio of contracts for the development of new facilities and reconstruction of the already existing ones in the field of oil refining and petrochemicals. Achieving these goals will, no doubt, boost our company's profit.
So, a couple of words about how to attain a leading position on the market. Our studio can do that with the help of the several factors, like by finances, by clients, by products, and by learning and growth. If we speak about the finances, we can increase profit by 10% over the course of the year. And how can we do that? We just can reduce expenses by 7% over 6 months. Or we can increase revenues by 10% per month. About the clients, we can increase the number of new clients. So, for example, if we had about 20 or 25 clients, we can increase it to the 35 clients each month. And of course, the question, how can we do that? We can provide outdoor advertising for a period of 6 months, or we can introduce a system of discounts within 2 months. Then, the next thing is the product. We're able to create new seasonal goods within 6 months. So, the first possible thing is to create a new collection of clothes within 3 months, or improve the design of the piece and develop a new menu within 6 months. And about, of course, learning and growth, the thing is to increase the company's sales within 5 months. So we can open new stores and cafeterias within 1 year, or we can create a program to help designers in complex projects within 4 months.
Porter's 5 model will not make us money at the moment, right here and right now. She's still more forward-looking. But you must admit that a business is not created in order to quickly cut money and live in Hawaii. In this matter, mostly everything always works for the future. Let's hope that it comes soon. But for now, get up and get down to business.
So now I would like to tell you about SWOT analysis. So we determined rating of our strengths as qualified personnel and highly qualified products. We estimated these points of our company for free. Then we estimated fast reaction to changes at the market and individual approach to the clients as 2 points, and flexible pricing system as 1 point. The weakest sides are weak advertising policy, hard competition, and small market share. We estimated them as 3 points. Lengthy process of assimilating new technologies as 2 points, and lack of supplement services for 1 point. As for opportunities, we determined an emergence of new technologies, attraction new clients, and introduction new services as the most possible. Then we estimated lower taxes and establishment of a partnership for 2 points. And our threats. First of all, its competitors acquiring advantages. We pointed it as 3 points. Then there are decline in personal income and lack of investment, 2 points, and changes in consumer preferences and worsening of the demographic situation in our countries, we estimated as 1 point. PEST Analysis is an instrument for strategic analysis involving the identification and assessment of factors in the external environment which could potentially influence a company's business and future. The results of PEST analysis are used as a basic for strategic planning. Basically, a PEST analysis helps you determine how these factors will affect the performance and activities of your business in the long term. It is often used in collaboration with other analytical business like SWOT Analysis and Porter's 5 Forces to give a clear understanding of a situation and related internal and external factors. So, talking about political factor, here government regulations and legal factors are assessed in terms of their ability to affect the business environment and trade markets. Through the economic factor, businesses examine the economic issues that are bound to have an impact on the company. This would include factors like inflation, interest rates, economic growth, the unemployment rate and policies, and the business cycle followed in the country. With the social factor, business can analyze the socio-economic environment of its market via elements like customer demographics, cultural limitations, lifestyle attitude, and education.
With the BCG Matrix, we make decisions about profitability of certain goods. In the picture, you can see that different goods are placed in different corners of the graphic. The names of products are in Russian because our shop considers Russia as our target market. So, let's review the matrix. Firstly, stars. They mean products that we should invest a lot to receive more profit. Cows are profitable with no investment. Dogs are those products we should get rid of. Some goods are questionable because they can rather become stars or dogs.
Conclusions of the analysis of the BCG matrix. The first step is to exclude the product chocolate sweet. If the market capacity is large, it is possible to try to make this product a cash cow. This requires product improvement programs. The company lacks star. It is necessary to consider the possibility of developing the product Mr. Rica mayonnaise. If it is impossible to develop existing problem child into star, to consider creating new products that can take this place. The main focus should be on supporting the products Milk Простоквашино and Tea Greenfield, as they provide the main share of sales. The goal here is to hold the position. The best strategy for the processed cheese Viola, that is a star of a market, is to be financed in the conditions of the competitive market.
In this slide you can see a model of value creation of company business scheme, and the first step is seeking a client and the acceptance of order. The next one is discussing the details and later establishment of price of clients depending on price of course. The next point is approval of business deal, and since this moment our company has started the creation and realization of a project. The sixth step is control of the implementation of a project, and the last one is continue the cooperation with clients. It's really important because, as you know, there are no many rivals at the market in this sphere, so our company shouldn't lose them.
The market growth rate is a key factor to be considered when calculating the development of their specific product in a particular market. Here is our market growth rate of the company. We have some services that presented in this table are making script for event, all-day photo shoot and video shoot, handmade decoration and design invitation. The number of prices in 2020 have strongly increased as compared to 2019. However, the qualitative description of market growth is still low, apart from video shoot.
This slide you can see executive level management processes. And the first group is management processes. Here are management of sales and provision of production personnel. The second group is the management support processes. They include documentation management, legal support, provision of management personnel, and financial management. The next group is core processes. Here are production and preparing ingredients, production of pastries and coffee, and the last but not the least one is auxiliary processes, and here are administrative issues, accounting, equipment maintenance, and security.
These slides show the co-authorship of the Artemy Lebedev's design studio employees. With the help of this scheme, you can learn how employees interact with each other.
In this diagram, we can see how employees of different types and levels can interact with each other.
Well, here you can see the process for registration of legal entity. This process starts with determination of core business activity of LLC. Then we should select legal address. Then we should name or brand our entity. Then this process continues with the formation of charter capital. In our case, it's 10,000 rubles. Then the stage of drafting of decision or protocol on founding of LLC, then compilation of charter, then signing of agreement on establishment of LLC, then it's a completion of application for registration of LLC, then payment of state fees for registration, then submission of documents to tax inspectorate, then it's receipt of documents from tax inspectorate, and then it's filing of notification on transition to simplified tax regime. And the last one is production of corporate seal and opening of bank accounts.
On the top of corporate structure is the general meeting of shareholders. It elects the board of directors, which consists of audit committee, personnel and remuneration committee, financial market committee, and strategical one. You can see that sole executive body, CEO and the president, the governing body and corporate governance department make reports to the board of directors. As for internal audit department, it always to an audit committee and the collegial executive body. This structure provides the harmonious interaction of the organizational system of a large company.
Now I would like to tell you about the two main parts of the executive level of any company. According to the core process, each worker has its own responsibilities. There, the manager is providing a good work of services and the constant work of electricity and water supply. Also, he is managing the performance. Purchasing agent and sales consultant are responsible for manufacturing, marketing and sales. Delivery service provides the firm with the goods for extra services. Keeping staff is doing the procurement and support services. The last stage of the executive level is auxiliary process, where the account is doing the work with finances. The keeping staff is checking the equipment on faults. The manager is purchasing for emergency, and owners are responsible for the search of suppliers.
On this slide you can see a table of personnel responsibilities. The first process is clarification with client about special ingredients and additives and special ingredients to the order. Cashier and application are responsible for this task. The next process is acceptance of order, and also cashier and application are responsible for this. The next one is preparation of ingredients, and cook is responsible for this. Start of baking and making coffee, and cook again is responsible for this. Customer notification of lead time, and it can do cashier, waiter or application. The next process is quality control review. Cook and cashier and waiter are responsible for that. issuing an order to the client, and delivery and cashier and waiter can do this. And the last one is the reception of order payment. Cashier, waiter, and application are again responsible for this one.
In Artemia Lebedev studio, managers are responsible for making an order, discussing, presenting their ideas, finishing and integration. Accountants are responsible for payment. Designers are responsible for presenting ideas, for changes, and they are also participating in discussing and presenting their work and finishing and integration. And what about present value for 2019? It is 125,000. And what about 2018? It is about 97,000. And net present value for this period is equal 228,000.
I calculated the optimal salary for some employees based on the company's profit and the average salary in the market.
Present value is the concept that states an amount of money today is worth more than that same amount in the future. In other words, money received in the future is not worth as much as the equal amount received today. Present value takes into account any interest rate an investment might earn. So these are present value for 4 years of our company. As you can see, the income of each year is increased strongly. And comparing PV1 with PV4, we can see that their number of money is increased nearly 2.5 million.
Here you can see net present value of our company, expenses on planning, expenses on production equipment, expenses on products, expenses on furniture and decorations, marketing expenses, expenses on delivery of fruits. Total capital expenses on the project are equal 15 million rubles, and net present value is equal 11,143,240.
Rationale for financial results. Here you can see formulas which we use to find present value, future value, and net present value. Net present value is equal to 44,801,762.4. Future value is equal to 32,975,721.2.
This table summarizes all possible risks for the company. We can see that there are no high risks, and this is good. And for each medium risk, I worked out actions to minimize them.
Business idea development, cooperation with MediaMonks. MediaMonks is a creative digital production company producing websites, games, and films, often to serve the needs of advertising agencies. The company's head office is based in Hilversum, the Netherlands. A business association provides its members with opportunities to network and share information and resources. For a business owner, the opportunity to participate in a business association can be as much of a personal consideration as a business decision. Associations hold dinners and special events for their members, giving them chances to meet with their peers and enjoy the company of fellow entrepreneurs. The result of participating in a business association, whatever mitigate the benefits it provides, should be an improvement in areas business climate.
Improvement of business processes. Volkswagen is putting sweeping measures into place as it pursues greater productivity and efficiency in production. The goal, 30% higher productivity worldwide by 2025. The main plant in Wolfsburg and heart of the brand is so set a new benchmark. To ensure its ability to persist in the worldwide competitive environment, Volkswagen is pursuing clear targets in productivity and efficiency. By 2025, Volkswagen aims for a productivity improvement of 30% at all of the brand plants. This is expected to save 2.6 billion worldwide euros, including 186 million euros at the Wolfsburg site alone. Volkswagen is pulling out all the stops to accomplish this with measures ranging from production planning to workplace design.
Every company is limited by legal frameworks.
As for Magnet, as it said in the statute, since 2014, the company has the public joint stock form. Moreover, it's located in Russian Federation, Krasnodar City, Solnechny Street 15.5. Magnet has more than 2,000 shops. It's accredited by the Ministry of Digital Development, Communications and Mass Media of the RF and by Federal Security Service.
So here you can see the hierarchical model of the company. At the very top, there are general directors. Then you can see the chief engineer who is responsible for all projects in general. Then you can see the head of the project. So general directors and chief engineer together should choose one person for one project who's going to be head of the project. So head of the project, he's responsible for one project executive group that consists of 5 specialists in the exact realms. For example, it can be engineer economist, engineer constructor, engineer mechanist, and so on. And all of these specialists, they're responsible for a small group of engineers who are also specialists in this realm.
Of course, the company cannot achieve success without the well-considered marketing strategy. As for Magnet, we'd like to offer some new ways of the development of the company and increasing its popularity. Firstly, we can improve the realization of Magnet Family Program and, for example, make competitions for families in social media accounts, post useful tips, recipes from famous chefs, giving extra bonuses for families, and organizing charity. Secondly, it is important to pay attention on community promotion. In this sphere, we can take the advertisement at micro-influencers, give extra bonuses to ambassadors from followers. Actually, ambassador is an active subscriber who shows the interest in the development of the company. For example, a winner can get a free traveling to on Magnet's production and taking the advertisement from celebrities. Well, target audience retention is also important. We offer to attract followers by exciting content, like creating new Insta masks, posting new challenges, games, organizing Zoom parties, and case championships.
So now I would like to present you our business plan. I would like to start with executive summary. Our mission is to provide our clients with the highly qualified products and a guarantee for the goods. We strive to ensure that a visit to our store evokes only positive emotions in the customer. The provision of creativity products which stands out with its affordable prices and perfect quality of service, both online and offline. Our target market is families with children, teenagers, and artists. Our competitors are large hobby markets as Lyandau and Aquarelle. Human resources. We will have manager, accountant, sales consultants, delivery service, and keeping staff.
Speaking about the marketing in a business model, I should say that most of our shops and stores have electronic platforms where we constantly have promotions for toys and sets for children. Moreover, on our Instagram account, we very often announce new products. We also conduct masterclasses where children can understand which set for the development of children's thinking and hand motor skills the child liked. We also distribute flyers on our store logo on different holidays. You may ask me how to run a business successfully. I will answer that for a successful business, you need to know how to effectively organize all the processes. You know, the most important thing in business is customers. In the matter of managing your business, there are 2 main points. The first is planning, organization, and the control of the work. The second is financial management and accounting. Both are defining and completely interdependent. And in our business projects, we try to combine all these nuances. Moreover, we try to completely organize the work and interactions correctly manage and lead people, and motivate them too. Actually, I should say a few words on the topic of our financial projections. So we will need about 4 million rubles for setting up our business project.
So it was our business project. Thank you for your attention.
That's all we wanted to say. We believe you liked our presentation. Thank you for your attention.